Today I will talk about metaphysical poetry. So, metaphysical poetry refers to a type of very intellectual poetry that was common in 17th century. It is known for bold and ingenious conceits, subtle thought, and frequent use of paradox as well as directness of language. Now, example of directness of language or say direct tone of speech can be seen in Donne's poem Sun Rising, where the speaker scolds son, um, as he says, "Busy old fool, unruly son, why dost thou thus through windows and through curtains call on us?" Now, literally, meta means beyond and physical means nature. Metaphysical poetry, therefore, means poetry that goes beyond the physical world and of the senses and explores the spiritual world. Professor H.J.C. Grierson defines metaphysical poetry as a kind of philosophical poetry, whereas T.S. Eliot defines metaphysical poetry as a reaction of thoughts into feelings. Now, characteristics of metaphysical poetry. This poetry abounds in far-fetched similes and metaphors, which are commonly called conceits. An example of far-fetched similes and metaphors can be found in Donne's poem A Valediction Forbidding Mourning, where Donne uses the simile of twin compasses to describe two lovers who are physically parted but united in their souls. The poets of this school desired to say something that had never said before. Also, the poets of this genre were men of learning, so their poetry reveals the scholarship of its authors. The craze for writing something new, strange, and startling was often led the metaphysicals to absurdities and hyperboles. Example of hyperbole in To His Coy Mistress by Andrew Marvell, where the speaker says, 200 to adore each breast. Now, the thoughts of metaphysical poets are always mysterious, surprising, and seldom they appear nature. The images are very far fetched and not common, and that is why how they differentiate from the other poets of that period. Abstruse terminology often draw from science or law. The central creed of metaphysical poets were that they tried their best to make their poetry as obscure, deep, and mysterious as possible. In love poetry, the metaphysical poets often draw ideas from Neoplatonism to show the relationship between the soul and body and the union of lovers' souls. They also try to show a psychological realism when describing the tensions of love. These poems are full of obscurity. Now, the metaphysical imagery presents a fusion of things seemingly unlike. John Bennett, in her introduction to Four Metaphysical Poets, writes, "The peculiarity of the metaphysical poets is not that they relate, but the relations they perceive are more often logical than sensuous or emotional, and that they constantly connect with the abstract with the concrete, the remote with the near, and the sublime with the commonplace. The poets of the school varied in the range and depth of thinking and subtlety of self knowledge in the light of the changing knowledge of the world." Now, at the end, I will conclude by saying that metaphysical poets created a new trend in history of English literature. These poems have been created in such a way that one must have enough knowledge to get the actual meaning, because the poets of the school were very much learned, and it can be seen in their writing, the way they wrote. Metaphysical poets made use of everyday speech, intellectual analysis, and unique imagery. And that is the end of the discussion of metaphysical poetry and about the poets. And if you liked my video, do subscribe to my channel and hit that like button, and thank you so much for watching my video.